Hey everybody, Mary here. I figured I'd go ahead and do a live stream. In this live stream, I'll be discussing all games that I play a lot and don't play as much. Um, that's what this live stream is going to be about. And in my next live stream, I'll be discussing um, the games that I highly recommend. That will be in my next one. And we have a special guest backstage. I'm going to bring him up.
Alright.
Hey, Nod Nod.
I was sitting in the backstage. There's someone in the backstage. I was like, don't bring me up. Don't. Because I want to sleep. Off. Whatever. Why is it going up 6? This is why you should never go to my country. I wasn't born in New Zealand. New Zealand is where movies would probably be made. I watched like 2 of them. Hey, Mary.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one weird question?
Sure.
Why am I getting lightheaded? Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting lightheaded already from having social anxiety right now.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't gone out yet, so the real world is out there. Being alone in this freaking house, yeah, I'd rather be in my own room. And being alone would probably be good. What's the point of talking to someone that... What the My heart rate is 103.
Wow.
I think my... Is it my laptop? Frick. Mary.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something else. Guess what my heart rate is right now?
Is it 103?
Nope. It's 98. It was 100.
Oh. Because I know 103, they usually consider it a good heart rate and stuff, being 103 and stuff. That's what they consider it and stuff, and that's what I know of on kind of where I checked mom's heart rate before and stuff, so I'm familiar with it.
So apparently I was talking to someone on this phone and I just told them the actual truth and they told me the exact same thing.
Wow.
Well, I told him that I couldn't breathe and then he said, oh, try this. I swear, if you... Oh my god. If I had to talk to one of my friend I'm gonna say to one of my friends, can you leave me alone for a second? Because she might actually, block me from every single social media. Hey, Mary,
Yo,
can I ask you one question?
sure.
If I actually tell you to, what if I told you that I said, can you leave me alone for a week? What would you actually say?
Well, if you wanted me to, then I would. I mean, it's depending on what you want to do.
Just give me, like, let's see.
I'm always here, if you need anything and stuff, I'm always here. It's no problem.
Okay, just give me, like, September the 16th.
Okay.
If if that doesn't work, then I would say September the 16th.
Okay. Like and stuff, I was just, letting you know, like if you have like any kind of questions on anything or uh concerns, anything and stuff. I'm always here to give you the best answers that I possibly can.
I'm seriously getting fucking lightheaded already from
You're getting
freaking
like,
potato.
because I know usually when I get like the anxiety of being like in like a huge crowd and stuff, like when I'm around a lot of people and stuff, it's bad and stuff. I usually like being like one on one, usually and stuff, like have one on one time and stuff, because being in a huge crowd, I get real nervous, and that's when my anxiety triggers. Being around family's fine, but like if it's like a huge, like more than 8 people, or like in between 6 to 8 people or over that much, that's when it triggers. It just starts immediately.
I think I punched myself.
And it causes me to get stressed. It usually does. Uh, 50% of the time, it does.
Um, I think I might actually send a message to my friend saying, can you just leave me alone until September the 17th? I don't think that's gonna work. I'm scared. Um, right now 6:06. Um, is August is August the 29th. So give me like September. Actually, that's way too long. I would say September the 12th.
Okay.
That is way too long. September the 16th. That is way too fucking long. September the 12th. Oh. Yeah, give me September the 12th. And let's see if my heart rate's not that. 102? Oh, fuck. Seriously. 102.
Because I remember I was telling you there earlier and stuff like when mom had like all that fluid and stuff, that fluid retention coming out of her feet and legs, where it was so bad. Her heart rate went up, like way above 120. I mean, it was like 125, 124, and on up. And I got her to the hospital, got her to the ER, and they sent her home and stuff and everything. They sent her home, wouldn't admit her, and all that bunch of stuff, like I was telling you there earlier on and stuff. And it was bad. It was. I mean, just saying, it was real bad. I mean, her feet and legs was like a balloon, about how a balloon would look and stuff. That's how swollen her feet and legs was from the fluid retention.
Mm.
Yeah. They wouldn't admit her, man. I was like, yep.
This seriously gonna rain or what? There's a freaking cloud. Just changing the subject. Again, just give me like September the 12th.
Okay.
If September the 12th doesn't actually work, I'll go one up to September the 13th.
Okay.
So I will probably leave my phone, but I'll be watching YouTube, but I won't be I'll be sending you a message, but
Okay.
I won't be saying, "Oh, can I call you?" Just don't respond.
Yeah.
Just don't respond saying, "Yeah, just call me." Just leave it, because just say something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Otherwise and stuff like otherwise or something.
Just say you're busy or something, and then when it gets to September the 12th, I'll send you a text saying, "Can I call you?" or something.
Yeah, like usual. Yeah, I got you.
But just don't, when it's like September the 1st, just don't answer the phone.
Okay.
If I just say, "Can I call you?" just don't respond to my message. Just to say you're busy or something, and I'll just go watch YouTube or something.
Yeah, and stuff. I usually watch my movies as well and stuff. I usually watch my YouTube as well and watch my Amazon Prime and my Disney Plus usually. And also watch my Paramount Plus as well.
She's not even the president anymore. I mean,
I'm
not.
gonna try to watch that pay-per-view up at Mama and Papa's there over the weekend and stuff there Saturday. It's due to come on at 12:30 and I was gonna do it there.
She's not the minister. The minister is. I don't know. It's a minister. After here, I think I might actually message my friend saying, just leave me alone until September the 17th or the 19th. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere along in there and stuff.
And right now it is 6:12 and my heart rate's going up. 204. 204? No, I said 103. I didn't
That's
say
really high and stuff. At 204 and stuff, that's pretty high. I mean, that's high of a heart rate, you know. That's in the danger zone right there.
So, yeah, I will go and go to bed
Okay, sweetie.
because it's really the hell. Oh, those are okay. So like I said, if I message you saying, "Are you up?" or "Can I call you?" Just don't respond. Just say you're busy or something.
You're doing something like that, which I know it's like I told you earlier and stuff. I was going to be up at my mom and papa's for a couple days and stuff, and I'll probably do my other live stream there tomorrow, my other one, and then, pretty much go from there.
My heart rate was 118. My heart rate was nearly 100. Actually, it was 118. 118. 118. No, sorry, 111. No, I'm not calling that emergency. Just,
Usually, if it gets above 120 and stuff, then that would be the time to do it. Or if it gets below, like anywhere below 80 or anything like that, usually and stuff, then it's dangerous. I mean,
yeah, so, yeah, I think I might go to bed because it's really flipping late. 6:15 in the morning. I think it's gonna flipping rain. Oh, God, what are going on? So, yeah. Give me August. Why am I saying August? It's already freaking past. Give me September the 12th.
okay, sweetie.
Just don't respond to any of my text.
Okay.
Just what the hell is that? Oh shit. Oh. Come on. What's on Yep, the TV's not gonna fucking turn off. Okay. So I think I punched myself in the face. No, I didn't. Yeah. So August 12th. Just don't respond to my texts. Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Because I might, well, that's about it. So I might actually go to bed. Because I haven't slept. Yeah, so I might go to bed. But first, I need to talk to my friend.
Yeah. And then
About
I'll
something.
probably watch my movies, my shows, and continue with the games and finish my live stream and get ready for tomorrow's live stream and pretty much get ready for the weekend and go from there.
This is gonna be my last text to you. I think tomorrow would be the last text.
Okay.
So yeah, I might be messaging you and probably do this last time, and then when it gets to September the 1st, that's when I'm gonna just leave it to September the 12th. Nope, wait. Did I say September the 12th or September the 6th? I did actually say September the 12th. So, yeah, I would recommend just the last time I'll be messaging you. And then after that, I'll be doing something that I will not. Yeah, I will take a nap and I will go to bed.
Okay, sweetie.
Because it's really late. And I'm just sitting here on my freaking laptop staring at, like, nothing. So, I will let you go so you can finish up your live stream. I know this is not. What is the word? I know I'm actually changing the subject from this to games and stuff. I think I'm actually changing the subject. Yeah. So, I will let you go so you can finish up your live stream and I might take a nap.
Okay, sweetie.
Or, wait, nap? Yeah, I think I might go and sleep. Because my mom is gonna come out here and say, go to bed. Okay, Mom, I'll go to bed. I know I haven't said this, but why? Okay, can I just ask you just one last question before I actually go?
Sure.
I know this is not a relevant question, but why am I actually telling you my problems? Because I don't actually tell anyone my problems.
Well, I mean, there's people in the family that usually does and stuff and all that. They know that I understand their situation, like stuff that they're going through, whether it be personal problems, anything in that line, and stuff. They usually know that I understand, their situation on their behalf and stuff. And that's why they usually, ask me questions because they know that I understand them really well.
Okay. I know I haven't been. I think I have been lying to everybody. I know that I have been lying to everyone on Messenger.
Honey.
I
And
have been actually, hold on a second before you say anything. I have been lying to Deborah for the longest time. Kenneth, what's his name? I think I've been my friend. And also, I think I have lying to everybody else on and Instagram as well. And also, I've been lying to someone who's on here right now. I actually told her that I was gonna wake up at 12:30, but no, I decided to wake up at 2. And that was a lie. You were saying, Mary?
stuff, there's times like and stuff I usually try to, do the best I can and stuff. That's why I say like on my end I usually say I'll do it as soon as I can, as soon as I get the time and stuff like that, that way I'll have time to do that certain thing, just all depending on what that thing is, usually. And it depends on if I'm gonna be doing anything that day, and stuff. And usually I get that thing done before or after I get that thing done, usually.
Um, okay, one last question.
Sure.
Have I been lying to you for the whole time? Or not?
Mm-mm.
Because I feel like I did.
No, you're fine and stuff. I mean, I know like if you got, something to do, like you've told me that earlier and stuff. I mean, it's all understood.
Why is my heart rate going 100? I think. Wait. Um, I think it's being lying to everybody on every social media. I don't know how many people. I think I like Deborah the time when she said, "Oh, are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. And Ken, I lied to him too. He's like, "Oh, are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm not. And then when you, when when you said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, that's a lie." Apparently, my brain is not actually working properly, so I think I might actually go to bed. First, I think I might. Mm, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna actually talk to you. is creepy. Not speaking to someone? Oh, shit. Yeah. So September the 12th, I think. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Oh, oh, see you September 12th.
Okay.
Oh, Molly, um, I have no idea what you're gonna say to Molly.
I'll tell her that you said hey and everything, and I'll give her some hugs for you. I sure will.
Thanks.
Hmm.
And you go to your grandma's house.
And stuff, and I'll tell them and stuff. I tell my mom, and papa, and cousin Donnie and everything. I'll tell them that you said hey and everything. I'll sure tell them.
Um, I thought you went to bed. What the hell are you sitting there for? There's a bedroom down there. No, you're not sleeping with me. I got my own bedroom, and you don't. Or you can sleep out there. No. So yes, I will see you on September the 12th.
Alrighty, sweetie.
If you see my message, just don't reply to it.
Okay, sweetie.
Well, you can say anything, but say it in one line, and then I'll. It's but yeah. So I will. Um, and then and then what I do? Um, yeah. So I will see you on September the 12th, and just send me one text, and then I'll have to answer.
Alrighty, sweetie.
So I'm gonna go to bed now. 3 weeks now. It's for 3 weeks. Yep, it was 3 weeks now. It's like 3 weeks. Oh, yeah. One more question.
Sure.
No, no. Can you give me a sleep? Because yeah. So have you got any advice for sleeping, Mary?
Um, like the best advice that I can give you on the sleeping is like I usually do and stuff. Usually, like when I sleep and stuff, I usually do it like when I watch like my shows, my movies, and when I watch like the games or like when I watch games or play them and stuff and all that and stuff. I usually do it till I get sleepy. Then I just usually go to sleep.
Oh wait, I used to do that.
Mhm.
This was 2012 when we were supposed to go to Australia. We stayed up all flipping night playing Crash all day. And my mom's like, go to bed. We're leaving 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, but we were right there, so it's 6 at night. Everyone was freaking asleep while we got there. We were there at 2 in the morning. And we got an Uber. And the Uber just left us on the street. Saying, oh, do you know where you're going? Oh, damn it. You left us on the street, so how the hell do we need to know? Okay, I will see you September the 12th.
Alrighty, sweetie.
Or much earlier than that, but I'll see. September the 12th. Yeah, so I will let you go and finish your stream. Wait, when are you getting off your stream again?
Um, I know I was gonna do this when I was gonna be on here for a while and stuff, and stuff because I know that there's a lot of games I'm gonna be discussing and stuff, and all that, and tomorrow and stuff. Tomorrow's live stream probably won't be as long as this one and stuff, but yeah.
Okay. I will see you September the 12th, and I will send you one last message, and then I will not touch my phone until September the 12th, which is going to be really long. Okay, I'll see you September the 12th,
Alrighty, sweetie.
and I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty, sweetie.
Okay, talk to you later.
Alrighty, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty. And stuff, thank you, Nod, for joining the live stream. I very much appreciate it. And like I was uh, discussing earlier, this live stream is about all games that I play a lot and don't play as much. Um, and they're ones that I'm usually, familiar with and everything. And it's like me and Nod talked about there just moments ago. Um, and stuff I can relate to her situation, having social anxiety and stuff. Been there and done it. Um, and stuff. Like and stuff like when I'm in like huge gatherings, like out in the grocery store and stuff like that. I usually start getting real nervous, usually and stuff. Like whether it's out in the store, out in a restaurant, usually where there's like huge gatherings and stuff, I usually get stressed out and stuff. I usually like doing things one on one, you know. and stuff like that. And stuff, so I can relate to her situation. And my mom was the same way as well and stuff. Mom was the same way was the same way as me and stuff. Like, she had pretty much the same situation, like I got, like me and Nod was discussing there. Um and everything, and I can relate to, the heart rate and stuff, because having a high heart rate is real dangerous. Even when it's real low, like if it's below like 100, like way below and stuff and everything, it's considered dangerous if it's way below like 100. Um, for the heart rate and stuff. Like on the blood pressure, blood pressure stuff there. Um, and stuff. It's um they usually consider it dangerous, and um, like I was discussing about, you know, um, where I checked my mom's blood pressure and everything, where I checked it, she had like a blood pressure um, cuff where you could check it and stuff, and all that, where you can monitor the blood pressure and everything. And I keep it checked to make for sure, everything was okay, or check it to see, you know, as much as I could to make for sure she didn't need to go to the ER, depending on what situation she's in, whether it be stress, any kind of health issues, anything like that and stuff. Because having a high heart rate or a low heart rate, it is dangerous. Um, and all that, like, it can get so bad that it can eventually lead to cardiac arrest, and that is very, very extremely dangerous. um, just, you know giving some advice, um, and all that. Like, if your heart rate is above like 100, anything like that, like if it's real high, or if it's like below 80, or anything like that, like if it's real low and stuff, then I would consider going to the ER as quick as I possibly could and stuff. But yeah, I was giving some advice on kind of, you know, uh, me helping mom out, with her situation and stuff. Just like I got her to the ER with her, her fluid retention situation and stuff. It was so bad. Like I talked about there moments ago as well. Um, I got her to the ER um, and everything. It was bad and everything. It's it's a bad situation, guys. I promise you, because I seen what my mom went through, and it's not fun. It's not. And it is life threatening. It really is. I mean, fluid retention, heart failure, COPD, um, diabetes, even, all of that stuff. It is very bad. And usually, I was going to give some advice that way, y'all would know in advance. and kind of where I did the best I could, to make sure mom was took care of and everything. I was going to give y'all some advice the best way I can, on kind of me knowing about mom's situation. Being a diabetic or being someone that has like heart failure, anything like that, it can lead to having fluid retention at some point, because that's the way it did with mom. Mom had like the right side of her heart was so bad. I think it was like working only 25%. And everything. It was only working like 25%. The right side of her heart was, and all that. And they showed me by one of those echo cardiograms that they do. It's like an ultrasound that they do on your heart and stuff. And all that they showed me on there, and it was showing me what was going on and everything. And I could see that it was working the 25% range. But that was showing, pretty much showing that she had the heart failure right there on the spot, because I already knew it, and stuff, and all that. And given some advice as well. Being a diabetic and stuff, mom was a type 2 diabetic. Mom was, and everything, which she kept hers, managed and stuff. Mom managed with hers and stuff. But I was going to give some advice. And everything, as long as there's a certain diet that I recommend and stuff. This is what mom did, and it's highly suggested, highly recommended. If you're someone that's diabetic or anything, I'd highly recommend going on a low carb diet if you're a diabetic, or as long as you can manage with it and stuff like that, because that's the way my mom did and stuff. She managed hers and stuff, and all that. And she did watch and stuff. She watched on certain stuff that she could eat and everything, on kind of where she's a type 2. They also have where you're like a borderline diabetic as well. They have that as well. They have type 1, all this kind of stuff, and all that. But usually with the diabetic stuff, I usually recommend doing a low carb diet for sure. Because that's what mom did and stuff. I was just giving some advice, to, just giving some advice just in case. And all that, and everything. So yeah. And stuff. I mean, mom and stuff, she's there for me, when I needed her and stuff. She's there, and all that and stuff, and I know I've had I've had a lot of people saying that I look just like her and and everything, which makes me proud because I loved her with all my heart, and I still do. I still do. Day and the day goes by, guys, and stuff that I really love her, and I miss her each and every single day. I really do. Each and every single day, I miss her and stuff. It's like ever since she passed, I mean, giving some advice on this too, just to let y'all know in advance. Um, when I lost her, I did a lot of grieving. I did, and there's times I still do. I mean, mom meant everything to me, um, and stuff like that. When it comes to that, like, um, and everything. I mean, she meant everything to me. Uh, Pretty much what I'm saying here is mom meant everything to me, just like God means everything to me as well. Uh, that's exactly where I'm coming from on that. Um, and everything, and stuff. But I was gonna let y'all know too. Uh, I'm gonna try as soon as I possibly can to get back into the uploads as well. I'm gonna try to. I'm in the process of getting a new phone because my other phone, it messed up and everything. It got to a point where it just messed up and everything, and now I'm in the process of getting me one of those iPhone 11s and stuff. I'm in the process of doing that. It might be a little bit, but it'll be as soon as possible for sure. I'm still looking into it, and I found one that I really, really, really like, and it's like a lavender purple color and everything, and lavender purple is one of my favorite colors, by the way, and that's why I chose it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here with the all the games that I play a lot and don't play as much. I'm gonna get ready and jump into that right here in just a second. Um, and everything. Uh, and everything and stuff. But but yeah, and stuff. I will be right back and stuff. I'll be right back here in just a minute and stuff. I got something I got to take care of here just a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay. Molly? Okay. I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. To start off, be Angry Birds Trilogy. That one I don't play as much, and everything, but I have played it though. Cars 2, the video game. I've played it as well, but not as much. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I've played it, but not as much. Cooking Mama 4, Kitchen Magic. I played it as often as I could. Cooking Mama 5, Bon Appetit. I've played it as often as I could. Cooking Mama Sweet Shop, I played it as much as I could. Madagascar 3, not as much. Epic Mickey Power of Illusion, not as much. Happy Feet 2, not as much. The video game. Ice Age Continental Drift Arctic Games. I played it as often as I could. Luigi's Mansion, played it as often as I could. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, not as much. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, not as much. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, not as much. Mario and Luigi Dream Team, not as much. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, not as much. Shark Tale, the video game, not as much. Hello Kitty Roller Rescue, not as much. Kirby's Dream Land 3, I played it as often as I could. Kirby's Epic Yarn. I played Kirby's Epic Yarn as much as I could. Kirby's Return to Dreamland, not as much. Mario Party 8, I played as often as I could. Mario Party 9, I played it as often as I could as well. Mario Strikers Charged, played as often as I could. Mario Super Sluggers, as much as I could. The Munchables, not as much. PokePark Wii Pikachu's Adventure, I played it as often as I could. PokePark 2 Wonders Beyond, I played it as much as I could as well, because I love Pokemon, and Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon character. Pika! Ah! I'll squeeze in some Woo football as well, too. I'll squeeze in some of that, too. Sonic and the Black Knight, not as much. Sonic and the Secret Rings, not as much. Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, not as much. Sonic Unleashed, I played it as often as I could. Super Mario Galaxy, I played it as much as I could. Super Mario Galaxy 2, I played it as often as I could. Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll, I didn't play it as much. Super Paper Mario, not as much. Toy Story Mania, not as much. Play Mokar, Let's Mokar Party. I haven't played this one yet, but I would highly suggest playing it as often as I can. I was going to try to look into getting this one. Pac-Man World Repack. I'm looking into getting that one as well, and I'd probably play it as often as I could, for sure. Paper Mario the Origami King, I'm looking into getting that one as well. I'd highly suggest playing it as often as I can. Paw Patrol Grand Prix, I'm looking into that one as well. And stuff. Play it as much as I can as well. Paw Patrol on a Roll, I'm looking into that one as well. And I'm play it as much as I can as well. Rayman Legends, played it as much as I could. Smurfs Kart, looking into that one as well. And I recommend playing it as much as I can. Sonic Colors Ultimate, not as much. Sonic Forces, not as much. I'm in the process of looking into Sonic Frontiers. It's one of the new Sonic the Hedgehog games. It's one of the newest and recent ones. And stuff. I'd recommend playing it as much as I can. Sonic Superstars. Looking into that one. I probably wouldn't play it as much. Splatoon 2, not as much. Splatoon 3, not as much. B-movie game, not as much. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I played it as often as I could. SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake. I'm looking into that one, and I played as much as I possibly can. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, not as much. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I played it as much as I could. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I'm looking into that one right now, looking into it. And I play it as much as I can for sure on that one. Super Mario Odyssey, I played it as much as I could. Super Mario Party, not as much. Super Mario RPG, not as much. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, I played it as much as I could. Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, I'm looking into that one, and I'd suggest playing it as much as I can. The Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning. I played it as much as I could. The Legend of Spyro, The Eternal Night. Not as much. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2, Bush Rescue. Not as much. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 3, Night of the Quankin, not as much. Wario Land 4, not as much. Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure, I played it as much as I could. Strawberry Shortcake, The Sweet Dreams, I played it as much as I could. Donald Duck Going Quackers, I played it as much as I could. Toy Story 2, not as much. Wario Land 3, not as much. Donkey Kong Land, not as much. Donkey Kong Land 2, not as much. Kirby's Dream Land 2, I played it as much as I could. Cars 3, Driven to Win, I played it as much as I could. Cookin' Mama Cook Star, I played it as often as I possibly could. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, I'm looking into that one, and I'd probably play it as much as I can. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, I'd play it as much as I possibly could, for sure. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, I'm looking into that one, and I'd play it as much as I possibly could. Disney Illusion Island, I'm looking into that one as well, and I'm really looking toward to playing this one as much as I can. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, I'm looking toward to this one and stuff. I really want to play this one as much as I possibly can. Donkey Kong Country Returns, I played it as much as I could, and I did enjoy the game. Garfield Kart Furious Racing, I love that one, and I played it as much as I could. Hello Kitty Cruisers, I played as often as I could. Hotel Transylvania 3, Monsters Overboard, not as much. Ice Age Scratch Nutty Adventure, played it as often as I could. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I'm looking into that one, and I'd really suggest playing it as much as I possibly can. Kirby Star Allies, not as much. Kirby's Dream Buffet, played as often as I could. Lego The Incredibles, not as much. Luigi's Mansion 3, I played as often as I could. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, not as much. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, not as much. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I played as often as I could. Mario Party Superstars, not as much. Mario Strikers Battle League, I'm looking into that one, and I'd highly suggest playing as much as I can. Mario Tennis Aces, I played as much as I could. Nickelodeon Kart Racers, played as much as I could. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix. Played as much as I could. Yoshi's Woolly World, I played as much as I could. Disney Tsum Tsum Festival, played as much as I could. Mario Party Advance, not as much. Monsters Inc., the video game, not as much. Miss Pac-Man, played as often as I could. Pac-Man World 2, I play as often as I can. Ratatouille, not as much, the video game. Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem, not as much. Sonic Advance, not as much. Sonic Advance 2, not as much. Sonic Advance 3, not as much. SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants, not as much. SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, I play as often as I can. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie video game, play as often as I can. Super Mario Advance, not as much. Super Mario Advance 3, not as much. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3, not as much. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game, I play as often as I could. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus, played as often as I could. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2007 video game, played as often as I could. Tom and Jerry The Magic Ring, I played it as much as I could, the video game. Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Cartoon Universe Adventure, I played as often as I could. Curious George, the video game, played as often as I could. Chicken Little, the video game, I played it as often as I could. Lilo and Stitch, I've played it as much as I could, the video game. Disney's Magical Quest starring Mickey and Minnie, I played it as often as I could. Dora the Explorer, The Search for Pirate Pig's Treasure, I played it as often as I could. Dora the Explorer Superstar Adventures, I played it as often as I could. The Cat in the Hat video game, I played it as often as I could. The Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules, I played it as much as I could. The Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown, I played it as much as I could. Donkey Kong Country, not as much. Donkey Kong Country 2, not as much. Finding Nemo, I play it as much as possible. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, not as much, the video game. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, the video game, I played it as much as I could. Looney Tunes Back in Action, video game, I played it as much as I could. Raving Rabbids Travel in Time, not as much. Stitch Experiment 626, not as much. The Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie. I played it as much as I could. Happy Feet, I play it as much as I can, the video game. Hamtaro Ham Ham Challenge, played it as much as I could. Ice Age 2 The Meltdown, played it as much as I could. Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, played it as much as I could. Yoshi's New Island, played it as much as I could. Kirby Superstar Ultra, not as much. Eminem's Adventure, not as much. Eminem's Break 'em, I played as much as I could. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, not as much. Mario Hoops 3-on-3, I played as much as I could. Mario Kart DS, I played as much as I could. Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay, I played it as much as I could. MX vs. ATV Untamed, not as much. My Little Pony Pinkie Pie's Party, I played it as much as I could. New Super Mario Brothers, I played it as much as I could. Open Season, the video game, not as much. Over the Hedge video game, not as much. Pac-Man Road 3, play it as much as I can. Rayman Raving Rabbids, not as much. Rayman Raving Rabbids 2, not as much. Robots, not as much, the video game. Drawn to Life, SpongeBob SquarePants, not as much. The Smurfs 2, not as much. Boat, the video game, not as much. Taz Wanted, I played it as much as I could. Taz Wanted is a video game from the show Looney Tunes, pretty much. Mario Kart Tour, played it as much as I could. Rabbids Go Home, played it as much as I could. Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp, played it as much as I could. Scooby-Doo First Frights, not as much. Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who, not as much. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, played it as much as I could. SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab, I played it as much as I could. SpongeBob's Atlantis SquarePantis, played it as much as I could. SpongeBob's Balding Bash, I played that as much as I could. SpongeBob's Truth or Square, not as much. Surf's Up, the video game, not as much. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Mutant Nightmare, not as much. Yoshi's Island DS, played as much as I could. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Attack of the Twonkies, not as much. The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius Jet Fusion, played as much as I could. Barnyard, not as much. Cars, the video game, played it as much as I possibly could. Crash Nitro Kart, played as much as I could. Crash of the Titans, played as much as I could. Looney Tunes Back in Action, the video game, played it as much as I could. Alvin and the Chipmunks video game, not as much. Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwreck video game, not as much. Alvin and the Chipmunks the Squeakquel video game, not as much. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs video game, not as much. Cookin' Mama, I played as much as I could. Cookin' Mama 2, Dinner with Friends, not as much. Cookin' Mama 3, Shop and Chop, I played as much as I could. Crash Mind Over Mutant, played as much as I could. Toy Story 3, played as much as I could. WALL-E, the video game, played as much as I could. Did Blob 2, not as much. Diddy Kong Racing DS, not as much. Kung Fu Panda, not as much. Madagascar video game, not as much. Madagascar Escape to Africa video game, not as much. Madagascar Carts, played as often as I could. Puss in Boots, the video game, not as much. Shrek Forever After, the video game, not as much. Shrek Super Slam, I played it as much as I could. Shrek the Third, not as much. Shrek's Carnival Craze, not as much. G-Force, not as much. Looney Tunes Space Race, I played it as much as I could. Mario Party Island Tour, not as much. Mario Party Star Rush, not as much. Monster High 13 Wishes video game, not as much. New Super Mario Bros. 2, played as often as I could. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures video game, I played it as much as I could and everything. I really liked that one. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2, played as much as I could. Paper Mario Sticker Star, not as much. Pac-Man Party, played as much as I could. The Peanuts movie, Snoopy's Grand Adventure, played as much as I could. Planes video game, not as much. Planes Fire and Rescue video game, not as much. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, not as much. Sonic Generations, as much as I could. Sonic Lost World, as much as I could. SpongeBob Hero Pants, as much as I could. SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge, not as much. SpongeBob Squigglepants, not as much. Super Monkey Ball 3D, not as much. as much as I I'm back, guys. Back to where I was. And stuff, it did that there for just a little bit and stuff. It does it, but not all the time. This here's the first time it's done it. All right, back to the live stream. Where was I? Team Sonic Racing. Yeah. And stuff. That there, I'd have to say, would be one of my favorite games as well. And I'd highly recommend playing it as much as possible, for sure. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants Unleashed. This one here is a new one that's going to be released in October of this year, 2024. I'll be posting a picture of that on my community tab. And this here is one that I'm looking into playing here soon. I'd say I'd probably suggest playing it as much as I can. Ugly Dolls and Imperfect Adventure, not as much. Yoshi and Cracker as much as I could. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse as much as I could. Mario Party 10 as much as I could. Paper Mario Color Splash. Let's see. The Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, not as much, for sure, on the video game. Cookin' Mama Cook-Off as much as I could. Cookin' Mama Roll Kitchen, not as much. Despicable Me, the game, not as much. Dora's Big Birthday Adventure, I played as much as I could. I like Dora the Explorer games. I could. Dora the Explorer. Dora much. Epic Mickey, played as much as I could. Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, not as much. The Garfield Show, Threat of the Space Lasagna, not as much. Sonic Heroes, as much as I can. Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, as much as I could. Sonic Riders, not as much. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, not as much. Spyro A Hero's Tale, not as much. Super Mario Strikers, as much as I could. Super Mario Sunshine, as much as I could. Super Monkey Ball, as much as I can. Super Monkey Ball Banana Split, not as much. Super Monkey Ball 2, as much as I could. Another one of those bloopers. I was thinking about them all here. Super Monkey Ball Adventure, as much as I could. That was a good one. Me and my tongue twisters. Get bloopers going, guys. This here is, I'd have to say, I think this here is either my first or second time doing bloopers where I get crossed up. I enjoy that. I'm like, blah. I'll get it right there in a minute. MX versus ATV Unleashed. not as much. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Melee, not as much. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, not as much. The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, played as much as I could. Mickey Speedway USA, played as much as I could. Paper Mario, played as much as I could. Rugrats Royal Ransom, played it as much as I could. Tigger's Honey Hunt, not as much. Yoshi's Story, played as much as I could. ATV Quad Paddle Racing 2, not as much. Crash Bandicoot They're at the Cortex, played as much as I can. Crash Tag Team Racing, played as much as I could. Dora the Explorer Journey to the Purple Planet, the video game, played it as much as I could. Garfield, the video game, played as much as I could. The Incredibles video game, not as much. Kirby Air Ride, not as much. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, played as much as I can. Mario Party 6, not as much. Mario Power Tennis, played as much as I could. Mario Kart Double Dash, play as much as I can. Mario Party 7, as much as I could. Mario Superstar Baseball. Let's play the big ball games. Let's play the big ball games. Yep. Woo! Football! As much as I can. NBA Street V3, not as much. Pac-Man Road Rally, as much as I could. Paper Mario, not as much. Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, not as much. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, not as much. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, as much as I could. Super Mario World, as much as I could. Kirby's Adventure, as much as I could. 4x4 Evolution 2, not as much. The Grinch video game, not as much. Mario Brothers Classic, as much as I could. Wii Sports Resort, not as much. Pac-Man Adventures in Time, as much as I could. The Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse, as much as I could. Boogerman, played it as much as I could. Rocket Knight Adventures, not as much. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist, played as much as I could. Sonic the Hedgehog, played it as much as I could. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, not as much. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, not as much. King of the Monsters 2, not as much. And Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse, played as much as I could. Alrighty, that's it for this live stream. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And I will be back tomorrow for my other live stream. And in tomorrow's live stream, I'll be discussing pretty much the games that I highly recommend that'll be what tomorrow's live stream is about. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, your evening, or night. And I appreciate y'all so very much for tuning in to the live stream and everything. I hope y'all enjoyed the live stream, and I hope y'all enjoyed the uploads and the post on the community tab as well and everything. I appreciate those of you that took the time to tune in. It really means a lot to me and my channel, and I beyond greatly appreciate those of you for tuning in and that took the time to tune in and everything. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, night, and evening and everything. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And I beyond greatly appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye for now.